good, people? It's your boy Rio. This is my wife Cara, and we are back with another episode of Marriage Madness. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more conversations, more topics, more discussions. Let's get straight into it. In today's topic, we're going to talk about hiding money from your spouse. Is it okay? Are you cool with that? Or do you feel like that's some kind of, Betrayal.
And the topic came from this status that I seen on Facebook. So I'm going to read it first. And she says, "My husband works and I'm a stay-at-home mom. He is the most unselfish person I know. I handle all the finances and he has never acted like it was his money. It's our money. Anyway, he is upset with me because he found out I had a bank account he knew nothing about. I've been making money online and keeping it from him. He says that his problem is not that I've been making money online, but that I've kept it from him in the event of a divorce someday. He said that women keeping a stash of hidden money in case the marriage fails is like a man keeping a side chick in case the marriage fails. And we both need to be in all in or nothing. My mom raised me to have a secret stash that my husband doesn't have to know about. Is this wrong, and is my husband right?"
She's wrong. Point blank, period. Like, she's 100% wrong.
Well,
she shouldn't have money in a secret bank account.
Right. No, that's absolutely wrong. What do you think about, we're going to talk about how we think and then what we do in our household. What do you think about the whole old school, like, you should have a stash to the side for yourself?
I'm cool with that. I agree with that. You should put a little something away. Not a bank account, more so just some cash. Maybe in a closet, in a suit pocket, or in a closet
without
in a
your spouse
shoebox.
knowing?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
That's unacceptable.
Really?
Yeah, to me, that's unacceptable. Because now if you know I have a separate account and it's like, hey, this is my separate account, rainy day account, you don't have to have access to it or anything, but you know that I have it.
But from that meme, he didn't notice he had an account.
Right.
That's not okay.
Right, that's not okay. But you just said it's okay to have a stash, and I said without your spouse knowing.
It's called petty cash. That's what they call petty cash, right?
How is it called petty cash? Okay, I should know that you have petty cash. Not that it gives me access to touch it, but I should know that you have petty cash. I think that I should know.
I feel like you'll know when it's time to know.
What do you mean?
I can't just
the
tell
time
you
to know
off the
could be
bat.
a divorce, and then you got your money to the side. And it's like, oh, I had this anyway.
But petty cash wouldn't be divorce kind of money. It would just be a couple stacks to the side. Could be $2,000-$3,000 or something like that. Just petty cash.
Okay, but what's the problem with your spouse knowing it?
Because it's not accounted for money. I could have made this money on the side, selling a couple shirts out of my trunk, or selling a couple juices out of your trunk. It's called your petty cash stash.
Right.
Basically, I pull from this petty cash pretty much daily to get my lunch, put gas in the car.
I make you a lunch.
Whether I just want to buy me a chicken sandwich or something like that.
You make
it's petty cash.
Petty cash. Do you have petty cash?
I always have petty cash.
See?
But know that I have.
Now he's going to say that this woman is wrong. But
it's
then
a bank
he has
account,
petty cash that I don't know about.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's petty cash versus a bank account. A petty cash is $2,000. A bank account, she probably got about $50,000 in here or something.
You don't know that, and even what does the amount matter? It's money that she had that her husband didn't know that she had. It's the same thing.
It matters 100% because you're hiding this bank account.
You're hiding petty cash. It's the same thing. Like,
I don't agree.
So
but I don't want to get stuck on.
You don't have to get stuck on that. So
that.
your stance is that she's wrong because what?
Because it's a hidden bank account. What money? Where are you getting money from to put in this bank account?
She said she was working an online job. So
okay, did I know she was working this online job?
I don't know.
That's the thing. If you're working an online job and getting weekly deposits into a bank account, but you're not telling me about this other bank account, why are you not telling me?
Because the older, well, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but the older ideal that you should always have money put aside or put away for yourself outside of your spouse.
That's petty cash. Petty cash is putting money to the side away from your spouse.
Let me Google petty
versus
cash because
a bank account full of money.
Let me Google petty cash. Petty cash is a small amount of cash that is kept on a business or company's premises to pay for minor expenses and needs, usually no more than a few $100s.
That's what I'm saying.
This is not a company or a business. This is a marriage. What are you talking about?
You can substitute that for your house and whatever.
Okay, my opinion, sister girl is wrong.
You arguing me down and you agree.
No, I agree that she's wrong, but you can't say that she's wrong if you do the same thing is what I'm arguing.
I don't.
How you gonna say she's wrong,
thing.
but you do the same thing? Anyway, I personally, like, I understand it though. Like, always having money to the side, money to yourself. The reason why I feel like it's wrong is because I don't operate like that in my marriage.
Right.
We have multiple checking accounts, savings accounts, and both of our names are on all of them. We have access to them if we need to. That's just what we do. That's just what I do.
I'm gonna be upset if I find out you had a bank account.
You can't if you just told me. This is new to me that my husband has petty cash that I don't know about.
Stop. That's cap. That's cap. Because anytime she may want to do something or she may want to buy something, but she feel like she shouldn't buy it right now, I'll be like, go ahead, just get it. I got it.
You do. But I didn't think about it like that. He be keeping money from me.
It's not the case.
It is. But then want to say, sister girl wrong. She not wrong. You do the same thing.
No, it's different. It's a bank account versus petty cash.
Petty cash, bank account, wherever. If she hold it in her bra, her ass.
That's her petty cash. If we, that's like, say we go out to dinner and I don't have cash to tip and you pull it out your bra. That's your petty cash.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
That means like, yo, babe, don't worry about it. I got it.
I'm sure you know.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, where you get that money from?
You do.
Because it's small money.
Yes, you do. If I come up with some money, some cash,
if you whip out a stack of bread and be like, don't worry, babe, I got it. I'm gonna be like, yo, where you get that bread from? I'm gonna want to know where the stack of bread came from. But if it's just the tip to cover the tip, you got that. That's your petty cash that you keep on you.
Yeah, but we share money. So if I got money outside of where you know that it's at, then I have money outside of you, right?
Right.
So it's okay for me to have money outside of you.
Small money. Small money. That's real though. Let's just say you found out that I had a separate bank account and I had about 30,000 in that joint.
I will feel away.
Exactly. Let's say, you might be right, because I don't want to compare the two, because I would never keep $30,000 in a closet. It's gonna be like if I had $30,000 in the closet and it wasn't in the bank account, I can see where you have a problem with me having 30,000 in the closet and you not knowing that. So it's kind of equal, but you got to think that your petty cash would never be that large versus you getting weekly deposits.
Money is
from
money. What do you mean? Like whether it was $30 or $30,000, money is
You
money.
can't treat that the same. You cannot, son. $30 is not equal to weekly deposits. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is new to me. My husband hide money from me. Apparently, we just as bad as the people I just read.
I don't hide money. I'm just a bit of transparency. I'm just better when it comes to money. If I tell her, yo, I got 10,000 in the closet, babe, I think I want this Louis verse. No, that's called the stash.
Okay. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't be extra spending, because I do. So the difference is the reasoning versus as a stash of protection away from you, your reason for petty cash away from me is what?
Emergency. We go out, we want to go take the kids to the park, we want to take the kids out to eat, we want to take
and for the reason for you not to tell me is what?
Because I don't want you to do any extra spending. I don't want you to be like, babe, I just took $300 out the petty cash because I needed to order something off Amazon. No,
so
it's not for
your reason for having petty cash is because my spending habits. So are you saying that if I didn't have these spending habits, you wouldn't have petty cash and not tell me?
No, I would still have petty cash.
So that's not the reason.
I would still keep a stash, but the main reason that I keep a stash is for you. That's the main reason I keep the petty cash, is because I know you're going to want to get something off a line or wherever you want to buy, whatever you want to buy. You're going to want to buy it when maybe you shouldn't. Over here, all right, you know that we saving a certain amount in this bank account. You're not spending that, but I do have this money over here. Take it from there. Do I not do that?
You do.
Okay. That's why I keep the petty cash.
You're trying to blame me. So, ideally, I don't keep any petty cash away from my husband, but that's probably because any petty cash that I get, I spend it.
You spend it. We got it here.
No, it's not funny. I'm working on my finances now. I'm working on being more financially sound now. It's not my fault. He has spoiled me beyond spoilage. So blame yourself.
Let me give y'all a story real quick. For her birthday, 2021, we are now in 2022. She was being a little frisky. She was like, she put a post on Facebook. She said, babe, bring home $500 in ones. So what I did, I went to the bank and I got $500 in ones. Big stack. I'm like, all right, bet. It's going down tonight. I'm like, it's her birthday. She want to get lit. All right, cool. Never did it. We just kind of just vibed out, enjoyed the birthday, kicked it, boom. I put the money in the closet. To this day, we are now in May of 2022. I still have about $300 of that cash that I took out of the bank. Haven't touched it. She knew it was in there, but she didn't know that it was still in there. That's why the petty cash I control. That's not something that I'm just going to be like, babe, I got 10,000 in the closet. Do your thing. No. I'm just better when it comes to managing the money versus just Amazon.
You're throwing shots.
It's just the reality. It's just the real.
Anyway, like I said, I am working on my financial stability and not buying on impulse. I have a problem. I'm an impulsive shopper, but I pay what I weigh too.
For sure. We ain't gonna deny that.
However, he does foot the bill just because. But
hiding money is not okay when it's another bank account is just not okay.
I agree. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't expect you to do that to me. I would be hurt. Now, the next part of that topic is her hiding money is just hiding money just in case of a divorce is just as bad as him having a side chick just in case of divorce. Can that be compared?
No.
Exactly. So he went to the extreme with the comparison.
He wild out. He wild out. Like, that's not even the same at all. Like, you can't even compare the two. Like, that's just something totally different. Because you're basically, I mean, they're comparable in the sense of she wants to be financially straight in case this doesn't work out. He wants to be with another chick in case this marriage doesn't work out. So I got this chick lined up just in case you start tripping, which is dumb, but it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. That's like me saying, okay, you got this petty cash, so should I have somebody on the side with petty cash because my husband ain't going, just in case he don't give me none of his petty cash, I need somebody on this side to give me some of his petty cash. That's not
not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's comparable. For the most part, we do share finances. We equally pay. Well, I pay all the bills. His money just comes into the account. He don't really spend like that. And I would be in my feelings and hurt if I knew that he had a separate account. Even though I don't feel like it's right, I could understand if he did, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
While I don't agree and I don't feel like it's right and I would be in my feelings, I could understand if he did because of the nature of our relationship and my spending. But not because this may not work out, because that ain't that over here. Like,
right.
Ain't no divorce over here.
Not happening.
But I do know that shared finances is not for everybody. I also will say that. Like, right. Some people do need to have separate bank accounts. And it's still something that needs to be discussed because I don't think that separate bank account should be, you got your own money, you can do what you want to do. I don't need to know nothing about it. I got my own money, and then we come together only when we need to. Like, I think that that's just a barrier in marriage that just is unnecessary. But I can't say what's not necessary to others. I feel like that's just, like, that's really just a barrier. Yeah. Because when you all in when it comes to finances. I have had conversations with friends where they have a separate account, the husband has a separate account, then they have a joint account, and they both equally put in a joint for bills, and they both give themselves an allowance to spend, which could work for us. I wouldn't want to do it, but it could work because if we both had allowance, then it wouldn't matter what I bought.
You can't go over your allowance.
I can't go over my allowance, and then it would help you spend on yourself a little bit more, and then we just have the middle. So I can see how that worked. We're not changing it to that, but I can see how that would work. What else ways when it comes to finances and marriage? I just think that that's just something that you have to have a conversation about. Side account or not, if you feel strong about it, you should be able to tell your spouse.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be no secrets. And you know, if y'all don't agree, then y'all should be able to sit down and come up with a compromising agreement. I don't think that money should be a end all be all in a marriage, though. Finances,
I don't think it should be no hidden money, like big money. We're not gonna talk about the little small, let's go out to eat money or let's go here money type. No, I'm talking
saving
about
for a rainy day money.
I'm talking about deposits. We're talking about deposits. If you have a corporate job or you have whatever, you have a business, and you got constant deposits going into an account that your spouse or significant other don't know about, that's scary, though. Not gonna lie. That's scary. If Press Fresh ATL had constant deposits and she didn't tell me, oh, I would be hurt. I would be sick. Cause it'd be like, yo, hold on, son. Why you feel like you had to hide that from me? That would be my question.
Right. And I think it's, like I said, it's just people's ideologies before they get into the marriage that affects how they do stuff, which is why these conversations should be a must-have before you get married. You think?
For sure.
How do you guys deal with your finances in your marriage? Do you share accounts? Do you share all accounts? Do you have separate accounts? Do you have allowances? Do you, what's yours is yours and his is his? Like, I want to know. I really want to know, because I know our way ain't law. It does work for us, though.
Right.
But it's not law. But I really am interested to know, how do you feel about this scenario of hiding money from your spouse? Make sure you let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and follow all of our social media platforms. Facebook, Marriage Madness with Rio and Cara. YouTube, Marriage Madness with Rio and Cara. TikTok, Rio and Cara. Instagram, Rio and Cara. And if you haven't, look at our hoodies. These so fly. The Blackout Marriage is Dope hoodies. We dropped these a couple weeks ago, and they're on the website. Get you and your boo matching hoodies, because marriage is just so dope, right?
Check it out. Check it out. And I know everybody that orders, so I'll see whatever goes in that account. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Rio. It's my wife, Cara. Always remember, God is the greatest. Peace.